What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us on the Sunday Horror News Live Show. My name is AJ,
I'm Christy.
and y'all, welcome to In Love with Horror. Happy to have you here. Thanks for checking out, whether you're coming in live or you're watching or listening on the replay. Thank you for tuning in. It's gonna be a dope little news show. We got a lot of different things to talk about. If you're new here, this is our news show where we recap all the horror-related news from the past week. It could be movies, TV, games, you name it. We're gonna be talking about it. There's a lot of different things too, and there's even some big film industry related things like with AI and stuff like that to talk about as well. So, going to be a dope show for sure. Now, before we actually dive into uh, the show, wanted to cover a couple housekeeping things. So work with me, babe, as we're going over the things. I'm looking at the notes, and you might be able to add a little more context than we might have had time to go over before the show.
Sure.
But Scream, if you've seen this, we're gonna be bringing that back this coming Wednesday. We kind of took a little break from it just because we had a lot of different things going on, from vacation time to Fantastic Fest and all that good stuff. But we're back in a normal rhythm now, so we can actually get back to it. So be ready for a new episode of Scream if you've seen this Wednesday, October 1st. It's gonna kick off our October, Halloween focused Scream if you've seen this. We're gonna be doing Halloween related films. So that's gonna be super dope. October 1st, check that out. Are we already announcing which film we're doing, or
We can.
okay, go ahead, babe.
All right. Well, we're doing Halloween 3, Late Night with the Devil, Hellfest, and I forgot the other
I
two.
remember.
Um, Dang, hold on. I got it here. I got my list. And those are Night of the Demons and Trick or Treat. I don't know how I forgot Trick or Treat. That's my main one.
Yo, Trick or Treat, it's gotta be the final one. It's
Yeah.
right before Halloween. But yeah, y'all, Scream if you've seen this, be ready because it's coming back this week, and it's gonna be a great fun time. It's gonna be every Wednesday. We have a new episode. From now and then on. So
Mhm.
we'll continue it even after October. So it's not just an October thing. It's gonna keep going in perpetuity, y'all. Next thing on the list for the housekeeping is, of course, the Silent Hill F playthrough. I got the Silent Hill F, graphic in my camera background. So I just started streaming this game today, y'all. We'll be streaming on YouTube. We don't have a schedule for that right now because it just really depends on like work and just whatever else we have going on. Sometimes it's just hard to get in the time to play some of these games. But I'm gonna do my best and try to finish this game with a full playthrough on YouTube. But yeah, playing Silent Hill F, super dope game. It's, heavy on the Japanese influences, focusing on things from the culture and stuff like that. I think it takes place in like the 40s or 50s era Japan or something like that. But super dope. If you interested in that game, check out our playthrough. It's already our first part of the playthrough is already on YouTube, and make sure you're subscribed for when we go live the next time to continue to play through a Silent Hill F. Next on the docket, y'all, for the housekeeping is of course our hymn review. If you haven't seen our hymn review, y'all, that is one for the books. You definitely have to watch that one. That was a super entertaining interview. Christy and I going back and forth over him. What made that one fun, of course, is because we were on polar opposite sides. She all the way at the North Pole, I'm all the way at the South Pole. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Good versus bad, babe. That's completely opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
It's
was
totally
opposite.
opposite.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, discussing that film. It was a really good review because I think we both offer great perspectives on why we think one way or the other. So I'm
Mhm.
sure a lot of people can kind of pull a lot of different things from both of our perspectives. So if you like it and you hear some stuff I have to say, you be like, okay, I can understand. And then people who don't like the movie can hear what Chrissy has to say and be like, okay, I can kind of see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So super dope review. That's up on the YouTube right now. It's also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you just want to listen to it, while you're driving to work or something like that, it is up there as well. I'll let you take the next one, Beth.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Okay. My
Yeah, it
internet
looks like
is like
it
acting
froze a little
weird.
bit. You're back.
Okay, yeah. So the people over at the Voices of the Mausoleum podcast, hosted by Mike, aka Mike and Serial, and Angel, hosting their first annual Sacred Crypt Awards next month in October 25th. And they will be recognizing indie creators, filmmakers, and writers in the horror community. and we were nominated. So I thought it would be dope to mention that, so you guys can tune in on the 25th. Go ahead and mark your calendars now. Support everything they're doing over there to recognize people in the community outside of like, the big name movie stuff. So that's really commendable of these two to do that. But we were nominated in two categories: Creator of the Year and Best Interview, which is the interview that we did with Nick Kazakis on his film Godless. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, that's really dope. Again, that's October 25th. Mark your calendars. Voices of the Mausoleum. Go check them out.
Yeah, it's gonna be super dope. Shout out to the people that nominated us. That's super dope.
A
And yeah, that was a dope interview with Nick, man. Nick is a cool dude, man. Like, I love when you get a chance to connect with a filmmaker who's just super down to earth, super humble, and just, it inspires you. Nick's one of those kind of guys. So shout out to Nick
definitely.
Kazakis for even allowing us a chance to interview and talk about his film. Godless was actually like a really dope film,
It was good.
that, is a thought provoking film about exorcisms in real life, so
Hmm.
to speak. Very grounded film. So check that out. It's a really good film. But yeah, that's it for our housekeeping, y'all. So next we wanted to, of course, jump into kind of what we've been up to within the last week or so, and that's all about Fantastic Fest. So of course, we had Fantastic Fest last week, and Christy was actually on ground in Austin, Texas, so she was there in person for the festival, checking out all the upcoming dope ass horror movies, and I got the chance to view some of the films remotely with through screeners. So we thought it'd be dope to talk a little bit about that, and pick like a favorite movie from Fantastic Fest. The one that really, the one that really. I'm trying. I lost my thought on the word I wanted to use, but the one that stuck out the most. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, but I'll let you start. I don't know if you want to speak to anything specifically about Fantastic Fest before you go into your favorite movie.
Sure. Well, I had a great time there. I watched a lot of movies. Movies. I think festivals kind of serve as a way to watch films you probably never would watch on your
Mm-hmm.
own, and kind of like exposing you to what's happening within the genre. That because I feel like every year there's some sort of theme. Uh, Around whatever content is being made in horror. And I feel like this year there was probably some some similar themes.
Yeah.
But it's also cool to just see what people are thinking up in their heads. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw some crazy stuff that I personally would never be like, oh, let's watch this. Like one of the movies I watched was called Meat Kills. I would never put that on. I would
Hmm.
never be like, babe, let's go watch Meat Kills.
Yeah.
But it was a fun movie. So, that also kind of like helps um, bring down those barriers of bias or judging things by the cover type thing too. Exposing you to things you probably normally wouldn't check out on your own. Then also hearing the stories, like the filmmakers, like the journeys to start making their films, and what the films mean to them and what gave them the ideas for certain films. So that kind of like leads me to my point. The movie that I liked the most was called Vieja Loca, which came, I think it was Argentinian, Spanish Argentinian film, and means crazy old lady. And it was about a woman who was dealing with Alzheimer's, but she had some really traumatic things happen in her life. And it was rooted in Argentinian history, things I had never even knew happened, like uh, during the Argentinian War, and women who were literally just disappeared because of the war generals and military that was there just taking women, and we don't know what happened to them. And that story comes out through her Alzheimer's, and he talked about how simple story, as his friend was on the phone with her mom and she was acting confused, and that sparked the idea of this film that he made, which is just so crazy to me. um but it also very inspiring and motivating, as AJ and I want to one day make our own films. And
Hmm.
so
That's right.
like it's super motivating, and like gives you that desire to be like, okay, like if they took that one idea and made this movie, like we have so many ideas that we can make films from. But the movie itself was just really, really good. It was a beautiful, well shot movie. The performances were really, really good. The main actress who plays the woman is a well-known Spanish actress, and you can tell like she was amazing. And there's some crazy things that happen in the movie, and I was just like gripping the seat, like, oh my god, like But yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, yeah. She told me, the night that she had after the night of the day she saw that film, she told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, that film sounds
It was so
crazy."
crazy.
I can't wait to get the chance to watch that because unfortunately, that was one that wasn't doing screeners. But I know I can't wait to get my opportunity to check that one
Yeah.
out. Crazy old lady for sure. But I wanted to touch on what you said too about when you go with festivals, it allows you the opportunity to check out films that you ordinarily wouldn't. Because a lot of times, what happens is, we're all super busy and things fight for our time, and so like you end up choosing stuff that like you kind of know will be good because you're like,
Mm.
oh, I don't want to take the chance to watch something that's not good because then I would have wasted like 2 hours and like every second is precious when you got a whole lot of shit going on. You got a family, you got work, you got other hobbies or everything, what I'm saying? So everything's competing for time. So it's like I can't waste time. But when you're in the festival environment, like and everything's dedicated to watching movies, you can do that. Now I could take this risk and check out something that I ordinarily wouldn't. And I even found that out doing the screener stuff, like watching stuff that I feel like if I read the description for it, I would probably would have never clicked it. Now, out of the few films that I watched remotely, most of them were actually really good that I saw remotely. But the one that stood out the most was a film called The Vile. It's coming from director Majid Al Ansari, coming from the United Arab Emirates, and it's a genre film, horror film that follows the story of and I can't recall their names right off the top of my head right this second, but it's a husband and a wife, and they got a teenage daughter. Well, one night the husband brings home a second wife, because polygamy is like a normal aspect of the culture there. But Majid, created this story to kind of talk about and explore like you know explore what about polygamy and the things related to it, like betrayal and trauma and stuff like that. Explore those thoughts through the lens of the genre cinema. And it was a creepy movie, supernatural elements to it. The performances were incredible. Very emotional movie with like um, you know themes that talk about family and aspects of grass is greener, all type of things, and family trauma and stuff. It was just a really well made movie. And honestly, this film has probably like the two best scares I think I might have seen all year so far in and for horror films. It got me like crazy good, yo. I was like, damn, like I jumped. I don't normally jump like that. I literally jumped with two of these scares in this film. But yeah, Majid made an incredible film. I don't know if it was shot on film. It looked like it was, but the movie looked really good. The camera work was really good. The way he built suspense and like suspense scenes was really well crafted. Like it kept like edging up until it crescendo to that moment, and it just felt like a really well made movie with some really thought provoking themes and messaging. So I'm not sure when The Vile is officially coming out, but super dope to see a film coming out of that part of the world. If you ever get the chance to check it out, it's called The Vile. Really dope. All right, but anything else you wanted to add before we start talking about our main news stories?
No.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and jump into it. The first thing we got to talk about, y'all, is AI, and you
Yet
know,
again.
AI is coming, y'all. I mean, really, AI is already here, but it's starting to. It's already started to creep into the industry, but this next story is about to like show that we are about to hit a next level with AI within the industry that is going to be super crazy. So let me go ahead and get this up on the screen, so y'all will be able to check this out as well. So this story is coming from Deadline. The headline reads: Talent agents circle AI actress Tilly Norwood as studios quietly embrace AI technology. This is coming from the Zurich Summit. So Actor, comedian, technologist Aline Vandervelden has revealed that her recently launched AI talent studio, Zakoya, is in talks with a number of talent agents interested in signing its first creation, AI actress Tilly Norwood. So basically, this company is creating like AI talent, actors and
Hmm.
actresses. Apparently, Tilly Norwood is one that's already online, has like a social media presence. It's not like a massive presence, but it has it, and I can get that pulled up on the screen while I'm talking about it. But uh, hold on, there we go. But so yeah, apparently studios are already like considering signing this AI actress, and that in and of itself is definitely a problem as we kind of dive into um, talking about art and like how AI works, pulling from stuff that already exists, and the kind of moral uh, area that's working in. So let me pull up this Instagram too, so you can see because she's got this Instagram. But this is Tilly Norwood, y'all, the AI actress. So like, yeah, ooh, that is loud. Let me turn that off. But yeah, straight up AI, and she makes posts that's like like she's a real
Yeah,
person. You know what I'm saying? It's
she's
super crazy.
excited.
Yeah, she's like, I'm excited for this new project that I booked and stuff like that. Like, you know, talking as if like she's a legitimate actress. And it's just crazy to see. What were your thoughts when you heard and saw about this, bro?
Well, well, you know how I am about AI. I don't like it. Yeah. I feel like I can understand the use of AI as a tool for, certain things. But when you're creating an entire being or entity or whatever that's going to replace an actual person, to me that's just too much, okay? Because when you look at these videos, she looks like AI. She doesn't look like a real person. Like you can tell she is not real. Like, why would you want that in your movie or your show? I don't really understand that. Um, but I don't know. I just don't like this because this is just gonna open the floodgates for more crazy shit. We're gonna have fucking actors, and then you're gonna go to the movies now, and all you're gonna see is AI movies. Like
Yeah,
we replace an entire film, people who work on films. Like this one actress is gonna open the floodgates to get rid of people who actually create shit, who actually edit shit, who actually, fucking hold the fucking boom mic. Like you won't have use for that because you got a damn AI movie now. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. Hmm.
it's just this little piece is gonna open up the gates for worse things to happen.
Yeah, I agree with that. And because the sad part is, with these things, like they can get away with, you know, charging considerably less.
Yeah.
So
Why
like
would you
naturally,
pay
yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio $20 million to be in your movie when you can get this hoe, you know what
yeah,
I'm
we can
saying,
get Tilly Norwood for like 5 grand,
for
and then
five
we
grand,
pocket the rest. You know what I'm
and that's
saying?
it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, so it's a scary thought, and it's gonna be weird to have all this like manicured fakeness, um, and it's
Yeah,
just crazy. I don't. It's a scary thought as we move forward with because this technology is only going to get better. We've seen the
yeah.
the, the Google AI Nano Banana came out recently, and that junk is crazy good. We're already seeing it on Instagram and
Mhm.
other platforms where people have been doing that, like Scream AI image where
Oh,
Scream's like in the
yeah,
room, they're
that
like hanging out
happened
with Scream
yesterday.
and stuff like that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of
Yeah,
those images going around too.
exactly,
Uh,
and, let me find her account because if I can, if maybe by the end of this I will, but she photographs herself a lot of times, but she's also a photographer, so she photographed like another like a Scream set, you know what I'm saying? Like her made her photo look just as good or not better than those AI generated ones to like make a point, right? Like you don't have to use AI. Real people. Here she is. Her Instagram, or I'm gonna say they because I'm not sure. Their Instagram is at AJ the Cinephile, and they posted a post that was like creatives against AI, and their photos look amazing. Like you don't have to replace people, real photographers, real editors, real people who know how to, make that kind of stuff, because it takes 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I'm just gonna plug my face in here and boop boop boop. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't like it. I don't
This
like.
one.
There we go. Yes,
Yep.
yes. And you see my comment? Yes, because this looks nice. You know what I'm saying? Their photos are dope.
Yep. And for those who might just be listening on podcasts, she has a series of images that, like Christy said, she photographed herself.
Hmm.
With the tagline of "Creatives Against AI," and they all look really good.
They do.
Uh, but yeah, so I mean that's where we are right now. AI is only going to get better, so it's only going to get scarier as we begin to not even be able to tell what's real sometimes. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
It's going to get to that point where everything's going to be like deep faked and
Yeah.
excuse me, but you're not going to be able to tell what's real anymore, and that's going to be a terrifying moment. So,
Mm.
but yeah, let us know in the comments, y'all. What do y'all think about AI in general as it pertains to Hollywood, especially now that they're potentially about to start actively hiring AI actresses. Tilly Norwood might be the first one, but she definitely won't be the last one.
I
So
know.
the I think the key though for all the people listening to this will be you got to make decisions with your wallet.
Yeah,
That's what these motherfuckers listen to is money.
that's
So I
true.
guarantee you,
The reason why
if
they're
that
doing
movie
it.
come out, if that movie come out and say it's got Tilly Norwood in it, and
Don't. Yeah, can't
not a
support it.
single motherfucker goes watch it, I guarantee you she won't be in the next movie
Yeah,
because all they care about is money. So
that's
it'll
true.
be up to us to, make that stand and be like, hey, we don't support this shit. So you ain't getting a dollar out of me. And then we
Hmm.
can make things happen. Look what happened with Jimmy Kimmel and Disney, right? Motherfuckers
That's
started
true.
motherfuckers started unsubscribing Disney Plus left and right. And Disney was like, oh, stock going down and shit. Hey, hold up. Hey y'all, hey, bring Jimmy in here real quick because we got to fix this shit. We losing money. Money talks to these people. So
That's true.
make sure you vote with your wallet and let people know that we're not gonna tolerate this shit. So
Yeah.
uh but yeah, that's that story. Y'all let us know your thoughts in the comments. So the next story is all about a remake, and this is
Yay.
this is coming from of course Justin Long and Kate Bosworth, and they're going to be rebooting
Well, they're
Great.
starring in it.
Well, oh, they're starring in it. My bad, my bad.
Yeah, they're producing and starring in it. But well, I think they're both producing, but he's going to be in it. But the original team is behind it. I think, right?
I'm not sure, but I have to reread this because I think I might have misremembered what I read.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not. I thought that they were both. I thought
Yeah,
they were
but no,
both.
I'm looking at the article right now. Colin Minahan
Okay.
and Stuart Ortiz, who wrote and directed the original film, also wrote Grave Encounters 2, are set to develop the
Okay.
new
Yeah.
film.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like you said, it will star Justin Long, who's producing alongside his wife and frequent
Hmm.
creative partner Kate Bosworth.
Okay. Yeah.
Minahan, Ortiz, and original producer Sean Angelski are also on board as producers.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, go ahead, Beth.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Kate Bosworth and Justin Long, they came out the gate swinging. Now they everywhere. They doing everything.
They really are though. But it's dope.
Yeah,
It's good to see like a
it's super
couple
dope. Yeah.
like do stuff together like that and
Mhm.
work on stuff. I'm sure that's a very like satisfying thing to
Mhm.
have your partner like be with you on everything.
Right.
But what do you think about Grave Encounters in general being rebooted and the fact that it's being rebooted by the people that made the original? Like, what were you thinking
Well,
about
I
that?
like Grave Encounters. It's a really good found footage film. Now, after that, it goes downhill, and I'm pretty sure they wrote and directed the second one as well. But hopefully, having you know this team that together working on it, it'll be somewhat as impactful as the first one was.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought the first one was scary. It looked cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, you can only make a good or a bad found footage film. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
true.
So hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I think sometimes with some of these films, especially like Grave Encounters being one, some of the charm is the fact that it is low budget.
Yeah.
So I do wonder, with them probably having a significantly higher budget than the first one with this remake, how will that impact them, and will it not have the
True.
same charm as the original?
That's
But hopefully they can still capture that magic and deliver something super dope. But I'm with you. I'm a fan of the first one. I would love to see a remake with
hmm
today's technologies and whatnot.
yeah.
And especially if it comes to theaters and all that good stuff. Like I would love to watch a found footage film in the theaters again, especially if it's really good.
Well, you
Uh,
about to see one. Shelby Oaks comes out next month.
True. Yep, that's right. And you did tell me that it is found footage. 'Cause I remember watching the trailer thinking like this shit don't even look found footage, but you told me no, it's found footage. It's done uniquely.
Very, very,
Uh,
very good much.
yeah, so I'm excited about that because the trailers threw me for a loop. I was like, this shit ain't looking like maybe found footage means something a little different to me than it do to you. But
But
uh,
yes, Justin Long is a Scream King, Jerica. Literally since forever. Jeepers Creepers, Jeeper
that's the
Creepers.
first thing I remember him in. I
I
don't know if he's
remember.
been in some
I don't
before
know if
that, but
you.
that's my
That's
first
the first thing I remember him
memory.
too.
Yeah,
But now he's like, well, I'm gonna lean into this and make my own. Produce my own horror films.
yeah.
And I think Weapons is the first movie I seen him in where he didn't die. Well, he didn't technically die in Tusk, but he was definitely ruined.
He was ruined. That's Christy and I was one of our favorites from Justin
Yeah.
Long is Tusk, and even to this day we still talk about going full walrus in this bitch.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, Justin Long definitely man got history in the genre for real.
Yes, indeed.
But let us know in the comments, y'all. What do you think about a Grave Encounters reboot coming from the original team
Yeah.
with Justin Long and Kate Bosworth's involvement? Drop your thoughts in the comments. All right, you mentioned weapons, so let's go ahead and talk about weapons. So, as
Mm.
you might have seen in the thumbnail, y'all, weapons is getting a prequel, specifically talking about um, Gladys. So let me go ahead and pull up story real quick. So this coming from Variety, Weapons director confirms Aunt Gladys prequel movie. It's real. I've been talking to Warner Brothers, and it's not BS. Weapons director Zach Kreger has more plans for Aunt Gladys, the wickedly talented occult expert played by Amy Madigan. Kreger has directly confirmed that he's developing a Weapons prequel that will focus on the character, affirming reports that follow up was in the works. So it is in the works. I don't think there's any plans for like when it's coming, but it is coming.
We
What
don't
are your
need
thoughts on that?
this. Who asked for this? That's what I'm wondering. It's
I
kind of
feel like
like
all people that love this movie to death, I feel like I asked for it.
I didn't. I don't need to see it because, like, what do you need to know that we don't know already about her? We know exactly enough about her,
Mm-hmm.
and I also feel like the mysteriousness of her origins is what makes her a good character. Now you got to make a whole movie about it. It's like, well, now the mysteriousness of her is now gone. Like
Mm-hmm.
now it doesn't. I don't like. Why can't things just be mysterious? Why do we need to
Right.
have a prequel? You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree 100%. But as with anything, if it makes money, they can want to do something else. So this is just the latest victim of that. But Christy and I both were not huge on weapons. So even just for me personally, just off of that alone, like I'm not interested in a prequel just because I'm not like a big weapons fan. But I guess my thing is like you said, the mystery of her character kind of is what enhances the character. So I do wonder like how will she be in this prequel, and also how far back will they go? That's another question. Will they go like way back to her younger years, or we're talking all the way back to like when she was first
Mhm.
discovering or utilizing powers, like all those different things? And if she's featured as the main character, will she still have that kind of creepy scariness weirdness to her? I don't
Yeah.
know, but people really like this character. I thought it was like cool, like whatever. But the a prequel is in the works. If it's coming, don't know when it's coming, but it is coming. So go ahead and get ready for more weapons. So let us know down in the comments, y'all. How do you feel about a weapons prequel, and what would you want them to do with an Aunt Gladys prequel? How far back do you want to go in her life to see where she comes from? All right, I'll switch gears to a movie that I do like. one that I
Okay.
do love, and that I think is one of the most fire movies that came out this year. And we
Mm.
got that's all about Sinners, y'all. We got to talk
Hey,
about Sinners.
I was
So
listening to the soundtrack yesterday.
yeah. Because he was like, "Oh, you
It's
sent me that
still
little
good.
image." Yeah, I
It's
know it's
still
still
good.
fire.
It's
It's
still
still
good.
fire. But yeah, so check it out, y'all. Sinners is going to compete for best drama at the Golden Globes. So Warner Brothers has confirmed exclusively to Gold Derby that Ron Coogler's period horror piece will campaign for the best film drama category at the 2026 Golden Globes. Likewise, Michael B. Jordan will be eligible in the best film drama actor race for playing twin brothers Smoke and Stack. The rest of the ensemble will compete for best film supporting actor and best film supporting actress, two contests that don't distinguish between genres. Thoughts, baby?
Um, I think it's always so hard for, films that tag themselves as horror films when it comes to award season because they don't really make it easy for them to compete in a category that, fits their type of movie properly. I do think that this is probably the best option out of the categories available. Um, I just hope they sweep the awards because they deserve to.
Mm,
Um, I don't know, but they should just win. I
yeah,
do think that um, Michael B. Jordan also deserves s- something because playing those two roles the way he did was just crazy. You know
it
what I'm saying?
was. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
And I
Yeah,
also hope that because when did this movie come out? Was it the beginning of the summer?
it came out in March, I think it was, or
March.
April, March, April, somewhere
Okay.
in there. Mm-hmm.
'Cause, like movies that come out usually at the beginning of the year, usually it feels almost like
Like it was a
people forget
long time ago. Yeah,
forget, the impact that
yeah,
it had on them. So when it comes time to vote, I hope they remember how good it was.
yeah. I agree. That does tend to happen a lot. Where it was so far.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to find it. I can't find the day. I was trying to Google it, but it wasn't giving me
But you're
the
right. I
proper
believe
day.
it was March.
Back
Yeah.
in that time frame. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But I agree. I hope that they sweep every award show that they're in. I think it's very well deserving. Hopefully,
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan, gets that Golden Globe because he played them twin brothers like perfectly, and because you could tell which one was which every single time
Yeah.
automatically. And I
Mhm.
think that takes a lot of talent to be able to pull off twins that feel so different.
Yeah.
But in general, I would love for them to get best drama because it was an incredible film, and it's firing on all cylinders across all genres that it was showcasing.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm excited. Hopefully they sweep for the supporting actor and actress areas as well because the
Yeah.
supporting cast is fire too.
They were all really good. Yeah.
Mm. All right, but anything else you want to add for Sinners?
No, no, that's it.
All right, y'all. So Sinners at the Golden Globes. What are your thoughts? And which of the supporting cast do you think will win? Because that'll be a good topic for discussion as well. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. All right, so let's switch gears and talk about an upcoming horror film, and this is coming from the filmmaker that Chrissy and I love to watch so much. We love his films. We think they are incredible, and that's coming from Oz Perkins, y'all. He did an interview with Empire, talking about Keeper, his upcoming horror film. I'll pass it off to you, babe, because I did not get a chance to fully read this, so I feel like you probably do it better justice.
Well, I haven't watched the trailer because I know that they had a recent trailer come out. So maybe people already knew this information, but I didn't. So, but basically, because when you watch that first teaser, because even you were like, "Oh, this looks like it's going to be crazy,"
Mm-hmm.
but I think Oz Perkins's ability to capture scary and creepy atmosphere makes his trailers come out good. Cause I
Yeah.
did not like any of his films. I haven't seen The Black Coat's Daughter. I think that's one of his films too. But that's the only one I haven't seen. But anything else he's made, I don't like any of them. But the trailers and the marketing around those films are always like super good, super intriguing. But when you actually watch the movie, I'm like, what is this? Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm almost wondering if this one is going to be the same. Because okay, so it says it's like a relationship horror where this couple goes to like a cabin. They're having like a what almost sounds like freaking Strangers, the original one. They go to this cabin and then things go awry. That's what they say. And then someone in the I don't know who's interviewing, but they said could it be like a creature feature or something like that? But he's like, well, there's something that lives at the cabin and it affects the people there. So I don't know exactly what that might mean. It sounds really interesting, but then I'm like, I look at his track record and I'm like, I'm not gonna get into too invested.
Yep.
But yeah, I haven't seen the trailer, so I'm not sure if these details come out in the trailer or not. But I just thought it was interesting that is well, he doesn't really answer the question, is it a creature feature? So I'm wondering, is it, since that person mentioned it in their questioning, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll definitely find out. But I'm like you. I think his movies have great trailers, but the
Mhm.
movies don't really capture the feel,
Yeah.
the atmospheric feel. And at least this allows me to set my expectation for whenever we do watch it. That it's going to be, you know, a certain kind of film. I was trying to see when the film actually comes out on to theaters because I didn't see it in the article, but I'm definitely curious
Scroll
about it.
down at the bottom. Scroll all the
What,
way
the
down.
Wicked thing?
No, all the way down.
This is the bottom.
Keep. Oh, it just says UK cinemas on the 14th. I don't know. Keeper comes to the UK cinema. I don't know if it's going to
Uh,
be the same time or not here or not. But
oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
mm,
But yeah, I'll be curious about it. I'll set my expectations in check just to be like I probably won't be as big on it just because of the nature of his other films. I can't imagine that this would differentiate that much. Uh, but
you never know. It could be the
you
one.
never know. It could be that one. Third time's a charm. So we'll see. But it's definitely interesting. This focusing on this like relationship aspect and what that's going to open up to. Who knows? But
Yeah.
yeah, Oz Perkins' next film, Keeper. We'll try to find that date specifically for y'all to see when that's coming out. But I know it's sometime soon, I believe. All right. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, y'all, on Keeper. And if you're a big fan of Oz Perkins' other films, if you're looking forward to Keeper. All right, let's jump to the next story. This is all about, um, you know, Stephen King's infinite number of adaptations. So let me get that up on screen. And I'll pass it over to you. And you want to expand and talk about this a little bit.
Oh, well, I just thought it was funny because we literally just had this conversation like 2 news shows ago about the fact that they keep adapting Stephen King stories. Um, because I don't even remember what the last one was about, some girl getting lost in the woods and or something like that. And now we have a whole nother one.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is coming from Isaac Asban,
Yes.
who is a producer and director from The Witch and Lighthouse. So I mean, those are good movies. I haven't seen Lighthouse, but I've seen The Witch. I know
Yeah,
you saw
Lighthouse is good.
Lighthouse,
Yeah,
like that one.
I like the
Yeah.
Lighthouse. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the screenplay adaptation is coming from Jeff Howard, who did The Haunting of Hill House. So I mean, you have the good makings here of what could be a really creepy, scary film. I've never
Yeah.
read the novella called The Rat. But yeah, I just think it's so funny because there's so many other horror authors, you
Man,
know,
they
and
love Stephen King.
they just continue to use his stuff over and over and over again. And I
Now let
know
me
this
ask you
dude
this.
had a long ass library. Like
That's
he
what I was
literally
gonna say.
just keep pulling stuff off his shelf and making movies. But I think it kind of boils down to what you were saying earlier about money. Like they know that Stephen King's gonna sell. Like if some say Stephen King's da 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 da, people are like gonna go watch it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like it's like,
Yeah.
what do you do? We're just gonna keep pulling out of his library.
I was actually gonna. I'm actually curious, like how much of his library has not been adapted yet.
I'm
You know what
sure
I'm
it's
saying?
still
Like,
a
is he
lot.
has
But
like
see
is he at like
now,
80% adaptation? Like, so you got like just a few left, and this would be like this is everything this dude ever wrote. I'm
Yeah,
this
because I was gonna say now
the
we're
shit he
going
wrote in,
into being
on his
short stories
notebook paper
now.
in
You know what I'm
school. You know what I'm
saying? Like
saying? Yeah,
these aren't even full books anymore. Now you just pulling out short stories. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? So it's just crazy to me. It's so
yeah.
crazy.
It's like the execs are like, "Y'all, do we have anything Stephen King, sir? We've done every single book that he had. Okay, well, fuck it. Like, what was that shit he wrote on the napkin once? Like, or when he was at school, at college, he had to write something in the spine of his book or in the pages
Yeah.
inside.
Let's
Like,
take that and turn it into a
get
movie.
something from Stephen King. We need something, Stephen King. Give us something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
Uh,
crazy.
it is crazy though, because it's an infinite amount of adaptations.
I
That
mean, let's
that
just think about let's just go back in time, right? Like his movies have been I mean, his books have been adapted into movies since freaking forever, like 70s. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
been years and you're still pulling out um stuff out of his library. I can't imagine like how many things he's written. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Jerk in the chat said Rat is from a collection of short stories that includes Mr. Harrigan's Phone and Life of Chuck, both of which also have adaptations. So it is a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. But yeah, I would like to see more movies adapted from other horror authors. I think Mike, last time we talked about this, mentioned Stephen Graham Jones. He's an indigenous author. He has such creepy stories that would be great movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, Tananarive Due, she's a black horror author. She has really great creep, even just not even like rooted in racism. She's got creepy stories just as they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many other great authors, not even half half of what's available. You know what I'm saying? They won't take the opportunity or the chance to risk, I guess, leaning on those authors. They just keep going back to Stephen King.
Yeah. No. And like you said, it's just because it's already recognizable and has caught. It's like an
Yeah,
easy W in a way.
it
Uh,
is.
make it for cheap,
Well, we
make
see
some
that
money.
there's
Yeah.
success that it can be success stepping outside of that. I mean, this is super small. I mean, like as far as like uh cinema goes, but Clown in the Cornfield was adapted from a book, and that was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a slasher. I don't really like slashers, but I thought it was good. And I don't know. I just feel like people should take more chances on other books.
I agree 100%. Yeah. Because we, not saying that his other books aren't original stories, but the other writers will have different flavors and different tastes and different perspectives. So we can get stories that um, will feel very unique and different because it's not coming from the same mind of the same persons. Where so they'll always have this kind of general similar feel. Uh, so yeah, we definitely need to get Hollywood to freaking expand. Their picks for story adaptations, because you just named a bunch of incredible authors that they could choose from. But maybe that's where up and coming filmmakers got to can take those reins and make something out of those stories from those other authors. But let us know down in the comments, y'all. What did y'all think about yet another Stephen King adaptation? If you've read Rat, is that an adaptation you'd be excited about to see in film? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. All right, so let's shift gears and talk about a great uh, found footage feature film that's coming up for trans filmmakers. So I'm pulling this up, babe. Would you like to go ahead and talk about it?
Sure. So, at Fantastic Fest, it was announced that the Duplass brothers were going to be launching, or the Duplass brothers production team, were going to start a fund for filmmakers, trans filmmakers. I think it's $25,000 for them to make a found footage film, and this is awesome. Not just for the trans community, but I think in general for the film community. Um, you know, in the horror community, I notice like a lot of, I don't want to say hate, but I will say it feels like that towards um certain demographics of people, especially
Mhm.
trans people. And I watched a really cool film called The Cramps, a period piece at Fantastic Fest. And half that cast were trans people, And I just in my mind, I'm thinking this story is so awesome, so good, and it could have been blocked, but because there are festivals, there are studios that won't produce this type of content, and so there's so many awesome stories that can be told from these perspectives, and we need more of them. And I think it's so awesome that you know Mark Duplass and his team are taking action to say, well, we want these stories to be made and seen. And so we're going to give someone $25,000 in order to make their film. Um, I think it's just amazing.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. About how incredible this initiative is and this fund is, because I feel like we should always try to, support um, the people that just don't get the visibility and the fair treatment that they should, especially when it comes to the industry and the opportunities. So I think it's always good to try to create a foundational support structure to allow people to blossom within the industry and go do great things. Because great stories and filmmaking and everything else can come from anybody. It doesn't matter, who they are. It can come from anyone.
Hmm.
And so, spreading more love and give people the opportunity, I'm all about it.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is super dope coming from the DeBlas brothers for sure. Now, I don't know if they did I haven't had a chance to read this myself, but did it give information about like how the grants work? How can you apply or anything like that?
I actually didn't read all that deep into it.
Okay.
Um, but I know it's through like this particular what's it called? Film center, like the transgender film center. So I'm
Okay.
assuming that, whatever methods they already have in place, you just use that, to apply.
Yeah, and I do see this part in the article. It does say applications for the grant will open on October 23rd. Submissions close on November 7th, and a grantee will be selected in December. So
Mhm.
if you're listening and you want to apply, be ready. Make sure you got everything squared away. Apply, and then maybe you'll be the lucky one to be chosen and get that grant and go make something super dope.
Mhm. Super
Uh,
dope.
but yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you're going to be applying, drop that in the comments as well, because we'd love to be able to offer our support if that's something that you're going to be out there going for. So super dope, y'all. Coming from the Duplass brothers. So speaking of the Duplass brothers, I don't have like an image for this, but you actually had the chance to hear from Mark Duplass when you went to the Creep Tapes season 2 premiere at the 3 episode season 2 premiere at Fantastic Fest Base. So do you want to talk about some of the things that were mentioned in that director Q&A?
Sure. Well, I did do a review. It's on our website. So you can go check that out, my thoughts on it. But I did enjoy them. The first 3 episodes were really good. But yeah, someone asked about, are we gonna get more? And they basically were just saying that according to Shutter and AMC, they're gonna keep making these these episodes until they want to stop, basically. Um, Apparently they have a really good relationship, and I mean, I think the first season obviously had to do really well for them to get a second season, but apparently they're cheap to make. That's what they were saying. Like they don't cost them very much at all to make these episodes, so they have no problem backing them. They film inside an Airbnb, and it's literally just them and their cameras. I think the most cost this particular season went towards their guests, so they have a lot of like well-known guests. Like the first episode has David Dalsmashian in it. Um, so they have like, but that's the most of money that they're spending is like getting guest stars, and they're literally there for like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it doesn't cost them very much of anything to make these episodes. So I'm sure that that's part of the reason why they're like, yeah, we don't really care how many of these you want to make. It's not like their
makes sense.
budget is extremely high. Um, but it's Mark Duplass being Mark Duplass, and I think people love that. So I think they're going to probably have at least a couple more seasons of this show.
Okay, yeah, that's super dope. I think, and I
Mhm.
think as long as people keep watching this shit, they'll
Yeah,
keep making it. Especially because like you said, it's a very low budget effort for the style that they do. So if people love
yeah,
it and they keep showing up, they'll keep making them. And it looks like Market Plus has a lot of fun making it. So
He does. He said
uh,
he did.
yeah, because it's just him just getting on camera and just going fucking crazy. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a lot of fun to make. But yeah, y'all, it's super dope that more is coming. And the actual season 2 drops on November 14th. So
Hmm.
be ready to watch those first episodes and the rest of the season as well. All right, so that's all we have for the news stories. Now we kind of shift gears talking about what's coming up. Um, so for in terms of upcoming horror movies and TV shows, of course, this week we're going to have VHS Halloween that's dropping on Friday, October 3rd. That's super dope. And then we got for the rest of the month the two, I guess, like tent pole horror films that are coming out are going to be Shelby Oaks and Black Phone 2. I think this past weekend we had Strangers 2 that just dropped, and I was right now I was trying to pull up the box office because I think I saw it came in like fifth place or something like that.
Hmm.
So I was trying to get the box office pulled up for y'all to go over that. But there are some of these reports don't always, when there's a big movie that comes out like one battle after another. A lot of times the articles don't focus too much on the smaller films. So I'm kind of having to
Hmm.
like kind of dig through it to kind of find it a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm working to try to get that pulled up because I did see it had some information up there. But yeah, so those are the two tentpole movies coming out in October, and then it looks like you want to touch on some Paramount stuff, babe. Did you want me to bring up those links?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just informing because a lot of people are always trying to find stuff to watch during October, and I saw that Paramount Plus was doing like their programming around um Halloween, and then Shutter also I think has some specific programming as well. So I mean, like if you're looking for stuff to watch, then those two streaming. Hulu usually does Huluween, but I didn't see anything about that when I was trying to look it up. Um, Maybe they haven't released their stuff yet, but um, honestly, y'all, stuff is getting expensive because Hulu going up, Disney Plus going up.
They
I'm
all
about to
going up.
cut all these things off.
They are all increasing in price. It's getting kind of wild.
Literally. And I'm like, dang, Netflix just went up. Now everything else is just going up. And I'm like, we might not have nothing up here after a while.
Yeah, because it's about to at this point. It's getting if you have all the streaming services, you basically paying for what cable used to cost back in the
Yeah,
day.
it's
So
ridiculous.
yeah, it's getting out of control. As every studio and streamer is getting their own platforms and everything's got a subscription. The price keeps going up.
Yeah.
It's getting out of control. So people now just like subscribe, watch whatever came out, and then cancel, and just
And
kind of
then
play that
cancel.
game.
Did you have to? It's
Yeah,
too much money.
yeah, yeah.
Ugh. Oh, I did see. Oh, that's a good note over there. Trick or Treat's gonna be released in theaters too for like 2 days, like October 14th and October 16th or something like that. And I'm like, ooh, I gotta go see this
Yeah,
because I really
the
want
4K version in the theaters, super dope.
to. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Speaking of that, I did a TikTok too, like a week ago, because Battle Royale was coming back to theaters with their 4K restoration too during October. I think it was like the 12th, 13th, and the 15th or something like that.
I
I
don't
thought that
even
was super
know
dope
what
too.
it is.
But yeah, so got some Paramount stuff to watch. I could bring up that Shutter one too. Is there? I don't know if there's a
There was
specific film
anything
from the Shutter
specific.
list.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
don't think so. I think The Craft is gonna be out on Shutter this month as well because I think it's their anniversary, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm getting old.
Yep. Oh, I did see they mentioned Hell House Lineage is coming October 30th
Oh,
to
yes,
Shutter
that's
as well,
correct.
so people can
Mhm.
finally get a chance to watch that too.
We did not watch that though.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
We
we did
actually
not see
forgot
that yet.
about it.
Well, once it came out, people were like it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, especially because it's not found footage, you just kind of forget about it and just move on. Netflix got a bunch of shit coming out too. Of course, the big one being this week, October 3rd. They got the latest edition of the Monster series. This time focusing on Ed Gein, so it's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm sure.
I do not
Uh,
like that man. What's his name?
Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy. I
Yeah,
don't like him. I
I
don't like
don't.
so
I don't
I
either.
can't bring
But
myself to support his content.
I will say the monster shows they're very well made.
I get that
Very well
because it's
made.
because they keep giving him thousands of dollars to make daggone stuff.
Yeah, because those performances in that Menendez one, like from the people that played the twins,
I
Javier
didn't watch
Bardem,
that.
Arden. That shit was crazy. Obviously, the Dahmer one was super crazy. That became like a super viral sensation.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, so I think the Ed Gein one will be super wild.
Ed Gein, but
Gein, yeah, yeah. Uh, and then let's see what else we got. What is this one? True Haunting. What was that one?
oh yeah, James Wan's doing. He produced it. It's just, but it's like true stories. But I just thought it was cool because James Wan was producing it.
Oh,
I
okay.
also like really, I really like those, like when people tell ghost stories that they actually lived through.
It's like I used to like them, but because shit is so fake nowadays, like it's
I think
hard for me to like believe it. So it doesn't make it
Well,
as
there
fun
was a
anymore.
Netflix one that came out maybe a couple years ago where I
That's
think they
proven
said
fake
the
though.
stories were fake. Yeah.
Yeah, it was proven
Uh-huh.
fake. Like they said, yeah, this is made up shit, and I'm like, wow, that just
That's so
ruins
crazy.
the
Yeah.
whole shit. Like, why am I
Yeah.
even watching this then?
Yeah.
So back in the day, though, it used to be
They
fun
were
because
good.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'm not saying people weren't clout chasing back in the day, but it wasn't the same type of like clout chasing where like this shit was on TV, So
Mhm. Mhm.
the clout chasing was a little bit different. But now you got all these streaming platforms and YouTube and all that shit. There's a
Yeah.
different breed of clout chasers.
That's true. You
Uh,
never know.
you never
Well, I
know.
got some true stories to tell. A
Oh, you do? I don't even think I've heard
couple.
these.
I have a couple.
Oh, okay. I don't even think I've heard those before.
Yes, you have.
What?
I'm sure I've told you before.
I don't think the ones you told me was the premonition ones. I don't think I remember you telling me about, and your family one with the salt thing. But that's all I
Mm,
remember though.
yeah.
I don't remember anything else like ghost story outside of that.
Maybe we should tell some ghost stories one day.
Well, I don't have any, so I won't be able to speak to it. Yeah, I think I have maybe one from when I was a kid, but it was like it happened outside, and it was more like I thought I saw like some black cloaked thing,
Mhm.
and it like walked behind this pole and then just like
Wow.
vanished. It was weird as
That's
fuck.
so
Yeah,
scary.
it was like nighttime, and I was watching it. And it went like this, it went behind the pole, gone. I
Oh
was like,
my gosh. That's so
did y'all see
creepy.
that? Yeah, it was
That's
super
so
weird.
scary.
Yeah, it was super weird. That's the only
Mm.
that's the only like thing that I've ever had happen
Mhm.
or experienced. Thankfully, because I don't want to experience no shit.
Yeah.
Because it never sounds fun.
It doesn't sound fun.
It never
People tell
sounds
me
fun.
those stories back, like you said, back in the old day. What was the name of that one show?
You talking about the
Um,
best show? A
yeah.
Haunting on Discovery
Yes, A
Channel. That's the best
Haunting on
show ever.
Discovery Channel.
Yep.
Yes. Oh man, those stories used to
Yep.
be so crazy.
Them stories
I
were
was like, dang.
crazy.
Yeah, there
Yep.
were some really crazy
I used
stories
to
on.
love watching that show, man. They used to do like sometimes they do the marathons. I'd be watching that
Yeah.
shit all
I
day.
used to watch that too, and then
Them
one time I
shits was
remember
crazy.
falling asleep once while watching it, and then I remember, like, dreaming something really crazy and waking up,
Yep, because them shits
and
was
it
crazy.
yeah,
The little reenactments was wild.
those
Remember,
reenactments were
remember
super
that's how
crazy.
the Haunting in Connecticut movie came
Mhm.
about. It was from that show. From
Oh,
the
what? I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from that show. When the family that told that story was on that show or something like that.
I didn't
But I
know
remember
that.
hearing some crazy ones, man. Like we got Nikki in the chat. What's up, Nikki? She
Hey,
said,
Nikki.
I've had experiences. It's definitely scary. I don't play with ghosts and spirits. It's real.
No, it's definitely
She said
real.
it's real.
Yes, I don't play
Yeah.
either. We definitely
I
don't
have
play.
not had any experiences and I still won't play with it.
You
So
just had tell us when you
nah, but
had,
I'm talking about like ghosts, like,
like, in your house.
like scary, like a
Yeah,
haunted house type, there's a ghost in this bitch type.
yeah,
I thankfully never had something like that.
right.
But I ain't trying to, I ain't seeking that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Uh,
got you.
but yeah, those haunting shows was super dope.
They were good.
Back in the day, they were really good. I also remember the guys like that. The narrator, he had that deep voice, and he'd be like a
Yeah.
haunting. That's some good shit back then.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
So the last thing that we could touch on, of course, is the box office.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna bring up this article just because it's like a wall of text. But one thing I did notice was like him dropped like super heavy. The article didn't mention it specific, but I did see on the Deadline article where they kind of break. I think it was a Deadline. Oh yeah, Deadline. Let me see if I can find it again. Where they kind of break down like the day to day. Let's see here. So I think it was him. Yeah, him coming from Universal. It's Friday amount dropped by 82%, and then it's like 3 day amount dropped by 71%.
That's disappointing.
It's like it came in. It was number 6. It came in below Strangers Chapter 2.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's really sad.
yeah. Strangers Chapter 2 was number 5 with a week one total of around 5.3 to 5.8 million dollars. Yep.
Well, that's disappointing. Yeah.
Yep. And that was from the Saturday. That was like the Saturday numbers. It looks like. And I think the order at the time, which I'm sure it remained the same. It was like number 1 was One Battle After Another. Number 2 was Gabby's Dollhouse. Number 3 was the Demon Slayer movie. And number 4 was Conjuring Last Rites. Conjuring Last Rites beating out Strangers Chapter 2 and him. That is crazy. Like, what the
Yeah, I
fuck?
know that was gonna make a lot of money. But also Gabby's Dollhouse is not surprising either. Like I think people underestimate a good ass kids movie. Like how much
Yeah.
money Minecraft made. Like if you get a good like a really good IP behind like that's the kids like they gonna pack
Mhm.
out the daggone theater. People
Yeah.
were actually surprised by Gabby's Dollhouse doing so well. And I'm like, I don't know how because stuff like that, people gonna take their kids to go see it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, people always looking for something to take their kids to. Because look, we
Yeah,
always looking as parents, like we always looking for something for our kids to do.
get a little 2 hour break.
Hey, there's a kids
Y'all
movie
see
out. Hey, we're going to this movie so we can sit down and chill out and y'all eat popcorn and some candy and stuff.
it. Yeah.
So
Hey,
trust us,
Mike.
Chrissy and I live it. You know what I'm saying? We
Yes, we
live it.
definitely do. Oh, we
Uh,
mentioned you earlier at the top of the show. We mentioned your uh, Sacred Crypt Awards coming up in
yeah.
October.
Shout out to Mike.
Shout out to
Yo,
Mike.
Mike's like the nicest person, man. Like I don't know if y'all know how nice Mike is, and like swear to God, Chris will tell you. Like I say it all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, Mike's like the nicest human being I think I've ever met in my life. Like dude is always supporting and platforming other people. Like he's
Yep.
never selfish. He never just like he's always trying to put other people on. And like it's rare you meet somebody like that. So hey yo, big shout out to Mike because
Big shout out.
dude is like on a different level with like how much he supports the community and other people. So much love to Mike. Nikki in the chat had said that when we were talking about the ghosts, that her mom bought a house and it was definitely haunted. We learned to coexist with the ghosts.
Yeah.
See, that's always crazy to me. It's like, oh, we got to share the house with the ghosts. Crazy. Yeah, it's like, look, you get your own bedroom. I got my bedroom.
Right.
Look, you got your side. Don't come on my side. You can exist in this house, but don't be touching shit in the pantry. Don't be moving chairs. And we're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nikki said, I didn't like kids movies when I was a kid. It's why I can't have kids because I don't want to sit through kids movies. That's wild. Because I'm a grown ass man and I still be like, there's times when like
let a Encanto song come on.
Hey, Chrissy will tell you, right? So like our kids are put on a movie, right? The kids leave the room. My ass sitting there still watching this shit. I'm like, yeah, good movie. You know what I'm saying? Kids movies be really good. Especially when you got kids and they watch the same shit over and over. Like, and it'd be surprising me how like Luca was a good movie. I was like,
It was a
damn,
good
this is a
movie.
good movie.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think what we got stuck watching was that IF movie. What's the name? Because I know we all sat down to watch that one, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I thought that was all right. Like it wasn't bad. Yeah. It could have been way worse. Mike in the chat said, "What, me? Yeah, Mike, you, man. You, Mike. Yep, crazy con. Yeah, Mike also said loved Luca. Yeah, Luca was a really good story. I like the journey through that movie and the characters, and this is a good feeling movie. And then Christy mentioned Encanto. Like there was a brief period in our house where like our youngest daughter, that's all she watched every single day on repeat.
Every day. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
We could sing.
But I feel you, Nikki. If you
whole
don't
movie.
want to watch some kids movies, yeah, definitely don't have no kids because they latch on to some stuff now.
They do. Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna watch the same shit over and over, repeatedly. I want to watch it again. Again? Yep. Play it back. Yep. And they'll take over the TV.
One that I didn't mind was the K-pop Demon Hunters because Bree liked that one too. So we watched that a couple of times. I didn't mind that one though because that was pretty fire.
That jump's fire. That K-pop Demon Hunters, like that shit is fire. I did not expect it to go that hard. I did not expect it to go that hard. I was like, hold up. Remember when we was watching it, man? I just
Yeah,
started playing. I
I
was like,
remember.
wait a second. Hold up. Like, why is it sounding like this? Why does this movie sound like this? This shit
Yep,
is hard.
yep, it was good.
Mike said, hell yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters is
Good
my
one.
damn movie.
It's a good one. It's a
The
good one.
music is fire. Like, they
The only thing
really,
I don't like is that the guy had to like, if no one's
he,
seen it, sorry, spoiler alert.
spoiler alert, you should have
Then he
seen it
had
by
to
now.
die, sacrifice himself. Like, dang, I was so sad. I wanted them to be together.
That's true love, though. It was true love. You know, it's like Jack and Rose. Like, he sacrificed himself.
Really? He
I just
didn't
picked,
sacrifice himself on purpose. He had no
he
choice.
did. He could have got
No.
on that door, but he didn't want to risk potentially maybe flipping it because he wanted Rose to go on.
That was
So,
stupid too. They had only met like 48 hours ago.
literally, that's it. Mike said, I need Netflix to release the 3 hour movie. There's a 3 hour version of K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
What is that? That's crazy.
Mm-mm.
That'll
I
be
didn't know
that'll be
that
kind
either.
of interesting.
Well, I know they're releasing all kinds of stuff now around K-pop. So K-pop Demon
Well,
Hunters.
yeah, because K-pop is big. Because the
Mhm.
Koreans can do anything. Like when it comes to music genre, they can literally do anything. I just discovered this dude. I forget. It's like Korean Haman or something like that, where he makes music that is meant to
Ruby
be.
Ingenuine Kiss. Oh, I need to see that. I need to see
Oh
that.
wow!
I need to see that.
The
Just like,
3 hour
oh
cut has
yes,
more
Dangerous
songs too.
Animals. Nikki's talking about Dangerous Animals. Just like the new shark movie, Buddy risking his life for a girl he knew for 24 hours. I'm
That's
telling you
true.
that
Yeah, that's a good point.
when he got, it was really good because he was like, I gotta find her like right now.
That's true. Yep.
That one night stand was like the best one night stand he had in his life.
For him, it was life changing. He knew. I was like, I spend my life with this
Well,
woman
look,
right here.
he made her waffles or something. He had on an apron. He was
Yep.
like, I'm ready to wife this woman up right now.
Yep.
That was a good movie too.
Yeah, Dangerous Animals was actually really good too. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was surprised by that. That's another one I was like pleasantly surprised by. I was like, oh, this joint's actually really good.
So if you're not willing to risk your life, don't hit on me. That should be the new standard.
That's the
Yep.
new
The new
standard.
standard right there.
Yeah, you're not ready to take a bullet for me after speaking to me for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work. Mhm. Yeah, Mike said he
Yep.
liked Dangerous Animals as well.
Yep. That was good. I like the villain in that one. He was crazy.
Yeah, that was a good ride of a movie.
And
There's
you
a
know,
lot
we were
going
talking
on.
about dance scenes the other day, and that one had a good dance scene
It
when
was a
he was
funny one.
dancing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny with him dancing in that and his little
He had a
tidy
robe on.
whitey draws with the
Yeah.
robe.
That was really good. All right.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
So anything else you got, babe?
That's it for me.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, look. Uh, oh, whoa. Nikki
Hey,
said
Nikki.
she didn't like Dangerous Animals. Come on now. That's a good ass movie. I don't know how you don't like that one. Well, y'all, that has been our Sunday horror news live show. Thank y'all so much. If you tuned in live and was chatting with us, appreciate y'all for showing support live. Shout out to people
You.
listening and watching on the replay, though. Appreciate y'all too. Make sure y'all following us and subscribed on all platforms and channels because we got a lot of content coming, especially because it's about to be October. It's our month, y'all. For all of our genre lovers, it is our month. It is our time. It's gonna be a fun October with all the stuff that we will be doing, and we got a lot of stuff coming, y'all. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Again, thank y'all for the support. We see you next one. We out. Peace.